BBC Radio 2. 10 to the top.
Let's welcome Derek Fair in County Fermanagh. Welcome, Derek.
Hello, Vernon. How are you?
We are very good, thank you. You've only had 2 jobs your entire career, and you're looking forward to retiring next week.
Well, I've actually retired last Friday, Vernon, because a week's holiday is due, and if I don't take them, I lose them.
Well, you may as well, considering that you've got the biggest holiday of your life coming your way, retirement. Well and truly deserved. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
What's on your plan? What's your goals? What's your bucket list?
We have still a lot of damaged woodland around here after Stormy Owen, and on dry days I will have to get out and try and get rid of some of it, chop it up and whatever, a lot of woodland around here. And when I can't do that, I'm going to be upping my running, and
oh, nice.
My son and daughter-in-law is throwing down the gauntlet for me to do a marathon. I'm going to set myself up to do that,
Yeah, good man. Yeah,
and then recently, just wanted to mention this, my most recent job, I've had a tenuous link to yourself. You were 50 a couple of years ago, and the place where I worked provided food product for your birthday party.
No way.
Yes.
You mean that wonderful, delicious meat that we ate?
That's it.
I tell you what, Derek, please send them my regards and my love. That was the best tomahawk I've ever had in my life.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
How's your music knowledge, Derek?
I was a child of the 70s, probably, Vernon. I would know a lot of that, more modern stuff, possibly, and probably with a stump mic, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Let's give it your best shot. Good luck.
To the top on Radio 2.
In 2007, the song About You Now spent a month at number 1 for which girl group who were constantly changing their lineup?
Oh, I'm going to have to I guess. So let's say Girls Aloud.
No, it was the Sugar Babes. For a point. Dancing in the Street was a 1985 charity duet between 2 music legends. One was David Bowie, but who was the other?
That was Mick Jagger, wasn't it?
It was indeed, yes, Mick Jagger. For 2 points. Here's the intro to a Prince song that climbed into this week's top 10 in 1987. It was also the title track to one of his most acclaimed albums. But can you identify this, please?
Oh, yeah.
Was it Sign of the Times?
It was Sign of the Times, yes, bravo, for 3 points. The 1983 novelty hit, Snot Rap, was performed by the famous TV and radio personality, Kenny who?
That was Kenny Everett.
It was Kenny Everett, performed by one of his characters, Sid Snot, for 4 points. Ray Stevens had a number 1 in 1974, describing a short-lived craze where people ripped off their clothes and ran around naked in public. What was the song title, please?
That was The Streak. Here, Vernon, I'm about to play me Joker now before things goes pear-shaped.
All right, well, we're playing your Joker on a 5-pointer. It's now worth 10. In 1997, Saturday Night, Lazy and Film Star were consecutive hits taken from a number 1 platinum-selling album called Coming Up by which band?
I'll guess at New Kids on the Block.
Oh no, it was Suede.
Ooh.
This one's worth 1. Close to You topped the American chart in 1990 and appeared in the UK top 10 for the reggae artist called Maxi Who.
Priest?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
For 2 points. Complete the title of this top 10 hit from 1997 by Boys to Men? It was called Four Seasons of what?
I guess that life.
Four Seasons of Loneliness. For a point, here is your final piece of music. It's Radio 2 Loves Musicals all this week, and this epic number one from 1977 is the standout song from Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber's Evita. But who's performing this, please?
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise.
Julie Covington had the hit with that.
Yes, bravo, you get a point for that. Perfect. And now this last question is your year question, but it's worth 2 points. In what year did rock DJ give Robbie Williams his third solo number one?
I think that was Millennium Year 2000.
Yes, it was. You managed to score a total of 14 points.
Oh, bravo.
Yeah, well done. That's a good score, that. So this is Ellen Spender in Neath, South Wales. Welcome, Ellen.
Hi, Bernadine.
All right, Ellen, listen, we've got to be honest. How many times when you walk through the door do you get, hey, big spender?
So many times I've lost count. Yeah, it's a regular thing.
I can imagine. You're big into water sports, whether it's be paddleboarding, water skiing, or going through the waves on a banana chariot.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm brilliant, but I give it a go.
Yeah, what's your favourite of all those?
Just sitting on anything, really. Well, it's not too much effort. So I do enjoy the banana or the disc and just flying. You know, who doesn't want to be on the water when we get a bit of sunshine, that is?
You're currently on the 26th job of your career. Do you get itchy feet?
I think my first job, if you remember directory inquiries.
Yes, of course.
Oh, gosh. So I did that and I loved the first 2 weeks training. But then after a couple of days of saying, directory inquiries, which name, please, thank you. May I have the address, please, thank you. I thought, 2 weeks. So that was the first time I realised you didn't have to stay in a job you didn't enjoy.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I get it.
So that stayed with me, and then I became a teacher.
Right.
I signed up with a teaching agency upon qualifying, and my first teaching job was teaching French and German.
Oh, nice. Bonjour.
I don't speak French or German. But, 5 years in university, the money was very good.
Amazing.
Yeah, in the end, they didn't even ask me, did I want to teach a specific subject? It was like, are you free next week? And I said, yeah, what do you want me to teach?
Amazing. Right, Ellen, listen, you've got a score of 14 to beat.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be all right.
That's a great score, Derek.
It was. Derek did really well. Just
did
enjoy
really well.
yourself, Ellen. That's all you've got to do, okay?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, perfect. So, Ellen Spender in Neath, South Wales. This is your run on 10 to the top. Which pop icon released her album Erotica in 1992 and had a top 3 hit the same year with the title track?
Madonna?
Of course it was Madonna. Yes, well done. For 2 points. Doctor and the Medics spent 3 weeks at number 1 in 1986 with which song?
Will you spin me right round?
It was Spirit in the Sky.
Oh, that's it, yes. Oh.
It's Radio 2 Loves Musicals Week. We're going to say happy birthday to Sir Elton John. This 1994 hit is one of the standout moments from The Lion King. But can you identify this, please?
There's far too much to take in here, or to find that can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire.
That's the circle of life.
Of course it is. Well done, Ellen, for 2 points. The band Green Jelly were in the chart in 1993 with a twisted version of the famous story about a big bad wolf blowing down the houses of which other animals?
That would be pigs.
It is pigs for 3 points. Who followed up her 1999 number 1 debut with a top 3 song in February 2000 called What a Girl Wants?
It's not Christina Aguilera, but I'm going to say her.
It is Christina Aguilera. Well done.
Okay.
For 4 points. Complete the title of this 1988 hit by Tanita Tikaram. Twist in my what?
Oh, it's in a pocket.
It was Twist in my sobriety. For a point. Still got your joker to play. In the second half of the 70s, the songs Don't Take Away the Music, Who Done It, and More Than a Woman all reached the top 10 for which group?
The Bee Gees.
No, it was Tavares.
Oh,
In what year did John Lennon and Yoko Ono spend 3 weeks at number 2 with the song Give Peace a Chance?
is that 1981?
No, 1969 for a point. There was a new number 1 this week, 18 years ago, and it stayed there for a month. Can you name the female performer on this track, please?
Take me on a trip, I'd like to go someday. Take me to Chicago, San Francisco, babe. I really want to come pick you with you. You'll be my American boy, American boy.
Alicia Keys.
No, it was Estelle.
Have I got time to play my joker?
Well, you have to. It's your last question. It's worth 2 points. In 1981, a song called Night Games reached the top 10 and was the biggest solo hit for the former lead singer of the band Rainbow. His name was Graham what?
Bell?
No, you're thinking of the skier. It was Graham Bonnet. That gets you 7 points.
Okay.
Which means you get the coffee mug, Ellen.
Yeah, that's great. Superb.
Yeah, so when you come out the water and you're freezing cold, you can warm up with a nip of something from the BBC Radio 2 coffee mug.
No, that was great. Well done, Derek. You were outstanding.
Yeah, well done, Derek.
Thank you very much, Alan. And you, Alan, I feel for you because you got some stinkers there.
Yes, I know. That's what I'll say.
It's all about the taking part. Derek, you get the smart speaker. Ellen, you got the coffee mug. Thank you very much for playing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
There you go. What a great round, actually. If you want to listen again, if you want to try those questions, they were quite tricky, the ones that Ellen got, then you can rewind. All you've got to do, if you do have a smart speaker already, is say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to rewind to 10:30 a.m. Or if you're listening after midday, say, Alexa, ask BBC Sounds to play 10 to the Top.
10 to the Top on Radio 2.
BBC Sounds. Music, radio, podcasts.